Aquarius, welcome to your full moon and Sagittarius reading. And start out with a card of affirmation. Everybody needs some affirmation every now and then, right? Get some affirmation. Oh, there we go. We got a jumper. In order to awaken the world to the light, I must not be afraid to shine. Ooh, I'm hearing that Marianne Williamson quote about, um, you know, not dimming your light so that other people can feel not so small. I'm butchering the quote, but you know what I'm saying. Don't dim your shine, Aquarius, right? We are the star. We are the star, and don't make apologies for it, right? We are here to shine. Absolutely. And some people aren't ready for it. Some people can't handle it. Not your problem. Not your problem. Keep it moving. Keep it shining. All right. Let's see what you're being asked to release right now with this full moon in Sagittarius. Probably some kind of belief, and it might have to do with siblings, neighbors, because this is hitting your third house. I should say our third house. It might have to do with communications as well, how you communicate your beliefs. Um, but again, how you believe about your local community. Okay, take that however that applies. Okay, and ooh, Five of Wands. That is so interesting. You know, you got that in that place. Same card, exactly in the same place. Sagittarius, I don't know if I, well, I mean, it is a full moon in Sagittarius. Okay, but a Sagittarius may be relevant. And we got the Seven of Cups in reverse as well. Okay, this is what you're going to have to release right now. And I don't know if you've been conflict avoidant, you're just trying to, keep the peace, not, don't have time for drama, had enough of it, right? Saturn and Aquarius problems from the last 2.5 years. We're done so. Maybe at a point where you're like, fine, fine, you want to go your own way, cool, whatever, what's new. But now what? With the Seven of Cups in reverse, are you clear now? Or are you still avoiding some difficult truth about this? Some of you, you've come out of a conflict, or it's in the past, okay? You tried to move on, but where are you going? Where are you headed with this? Okay. Do you even know? Have you gotten, I'm hearing something turmoil, tailspin, like disoriented because of this. I'm hearing the aftermath, something about the aftermath. And um, some of you may have gotten deceived, okay? And some of you are ruminating over this. That came out in reverse. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Yeah, okay. So I think that things are still not clear for you. I think that there may be avoiding a conflict because you're avoiding a difficult truth. I'm just going to be straight with you, okay? I think you're trying to move on, and maybe put something behind you. It might have been a formalized commitment, might have been somebody in authority, something very heavy, very fated that you're trying to put behind you. Honestly, a time of restriction that was fated. I honestly feel this with Saturn and Aquarius the last 2.5 years, and you're trying to move on. But doing so is involving taking some risks and gambles, because I don't know if you're completely, I'm hearing, not out of the woods yet. Um, it's, I mean, I think that the dust is settled. What's done is done, but I just don't know. Again, I'm being brought back to this disorientation of, and I'm hearing, now what? Now what? Now where? That's rough. Um, right now with the sun in Gemini in the ninth house, it's really, I think, putting a spotlight on long distance travel for a lot of us. And I'm seeing that there's some of you maybe wanting to take a risk or a gamble and move on. Okay, move on from something. And I do think that it is fated for you to go on and do that. All right. But it might be, might be risky. Okay. And I think that some of you maybe are risk adverse, but you're not maybe understanding that in order to get this movement, you have to take some risks. It's not avoidable. It's fated. You have to just, what's in your power is deciding what risks are worth taking and what are not. Okay. Let's see what you're being asked to embrace in terms of having a vision for your future, having a more positive outlook. I'm feeling these two cards: Six of Cups, King of Pentacles in reverse, Three of Cups. So I do feel it might be going back to a place from your past. It might involve something having to do with your children. I do see reunion here, but with the King of Pentacles in reverse, I do feel like there's something that's not really on solid ground. Again, it's like there's the risk. Can you trust it? Do you feel stable? Do you feel secure with this trying to bring something together? I'm gonna find out, what is this King of Pentacles in reverse? Why is that? I don't know, I'm being brought back to the energy of Uranus and Taurus, and it's gonna be hard to find security and a lot of material things probably for the next few 2 to 3 years. Okay, this might have to do with a companion. All right, if you have lost a companion or you are without a companion, um, that is having a destabilizing effect, especially now in this day and age in this economy where dual income is very much needed for a lot of people. A lot of people, even without children, my gosh, just to pay the rent. It's hard for one person just to pay the rent in a studio apartment in some of these cities, right? And there's a mama bear there at the foundation who's just kind of going after the gain. But again, are you trying to bring something together that is from your past, from better days gone by? But the money, yeah, and I see something about locations going from one location to another. But you trying to weigh this out, you trying to again make the changes, I think is going to be really necessary for you getting expansion and freedom in your life. But it could be a financial juggling act, is really what I'm seeing, where you have to kind of flex and flow with things changing with your finances, with the economy. It's a balancing act I'm seeing here. And some of you going back and forth about it emotionally and having to kind of release some emotional insecurities, perhaps financial insecurities, facing those fears down and releasing them. Some of you have a lot of doubts about your money, and it may be because of what you've been through, patterns of unhappiness, patterns of financial insecurity that have gone on for a long time of not getting needs met. And it might have to do with children, it might also have to do with getting a new beginning in terms of a contract, okay? Some of you feel not emotionally secure about putting something in writing, like getting a new contract and putting it in writing. Okay, very afraid of, I don't know, can I commit to this? Let's see what you're being advised to do to live a more spirit-led life right now. Ooh, sacral chakra, hubba hubba. Okay, we're gonna talk about that. Ooh, physical health. My goodness. Okay, I'm getting a lot of sexual energy off of this, all right? And I'm going to say on the physical health note, my gosh, as an Aquarian, Sun, Mercury, midheaven, I've very much been doing this. Like I've put it on my to-do list to get back in my workout routine, get back to eating clean, get back to my intermittent fasting, get back to my supplements and resetting my hormones. My gosh, I want to talk to y'all about that. So if you're not following me on YouTube, stay tuned for that. I want to share more with you about that. But yes, with the sacral chakra, this is a lot about, you know, pleasure, right? Sensuality, desires. Oh yes, this kind of sexy stuff, right? Oh, sacred sexuality. Yeah, absolutely. You gotta find the right person though. Most people just not thinking that deeply about sex. They're very animalistic. And there's a time and a place for everything, but it gets into this really even money and emotions, okay? When we're talking about the sacral chakra and your ability to create, right? In these relationships with people, relationships with money, relationship with yourself. Oh, that stuff. Yeah. So work on it. And I think that that is going to help with this issue that really needs to be brought into balance so that you can keep shining brightly. Hope that helps. Be blessed.